potential like 4 players trying to take that hookah space back, and unlikely to see that though. But when you look at the exit here for NASR, you've already got the deadlock wall denying CT space.
NASR is looking good, my friends. This will be a good game. G2
control for now, play a little
is
bit
still undefeated,
so that she can regroup with their team. But look how NASR are looking to push.
Ooh, 3 players in elbow. They need to take that space. They want to be sure that they have something to work with. They haven't taken too much, though. They're just going to be opting to hold down elbow. And Amy, I think she predicts this. Now, though, in the corner, Dizzy comes a little bit late already. 2 kills coming through there for the Brimstone. And now Marty.
Oh my god.
As well, just left to Vanya. She's been incredible before, but in a 1v3, she will falter. And NASR, they get the pistol.
Guiding light not being seen. Petra's not going to expect 4 players to walk out of this smoke.
Only a bulldog in hand. It's going to be a tense fight here. Spots it, takes the contact, but Luxie wins it out once again. Now,
oh my god.
Caught by the crab net as well. Nowhere to go. No way to.
What can she do?
Huge openings there for NASR as they take the B side. TP sound taken as well. Sophia holding the angle, but
that's a great shot.
As well. That is
yo, they're playing so good.
Sophia now running for her life. Both cages used.
Damn.
Actually able to get away as that spike goes.
That's the round.
Might have to be a G2 save because it's a 5v2. This time though, A side is the target. They're going to be charging forward here. Stem Beacon in play, grab that in play, and G2, they just don't want to risk getting caught by most of the utility. Going to be falling back and opting for a retake setup instead. 2 players towards shower. Vanya spotted, but I don't think they saw the second one, but they hear the orb, so it is just going to be the deadlock goal to try and catch Vanya, or at least make some space, and it works.
That it does. NASR looking to chase Vanya out of showers as well. Shrouded step away to disengage, but we'll be walking into a player no matter what. And you can see Luxie looking to wrap her. They're keeping her pinched and separated from the team. I love this call with the from the shadows to try and regroup with the rest of G2.
Mami still has the arbiter strike. This is gonna be tough for G2.
Looking to push inside showers. Actually,
oh
almost
my
gets the kill, but
god.
Marty finds better instead, and now the orbital strike dragged out as well. That's at least gonna be a blessing for G2. Vanya gets the kill, but now clock ticking. They have to try and defuse. Amy looking to stick it right now.
Yo, NASR's playing so good. 5-1.
Vanya as well. I guess that's another advantage of having both of these controllers. Looking to play aggressive once again. This time though, Vanya.
Yo, again you die in here like this? Petra, what's happening?
Thrash gonna be able to clear out hookah, but nobody's there. Everybody's just towards long, and here comes the showstopper. Vanya immediately nopes out of there. Does not want to take that contact. Neurotheft's coming in onto Petra's body, gonna get all of this juicy information, and now they know that they have the size to themselves. They should be able to, you know, continue taking that space, possibly even getting that spike down. Look at how far down they've gotten already.
5v4, Rusk with an up. What? Okay. Okay.
Plants is just how annoying the utility is here for NASR.
Still tough.
On this op, also making it a bit more difficult for her to try and break back in on the retake.
This spot that it can.
Ooh.
Either way, though, I mean,
yo, low key, just got in the shot.
Swing from Marty catches her off guard, and again, space being taken off the back of this deadlock ultimate. Annihilation not gonna catch any players yet, but does keep things looking relatively calm.
We've got to save it.
Left alone once
oh
again.
My god, of course we have the 7-1, dude, every day. Multiple times a day.
So far, though, I mean, yeah, it's just patience on both of these sides. Jump peek as well.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that operator was spotted, immediately opting to back away. And in the meantime, on short, it's going to be where the execute itself is coming in. Rescue going to be popping that showstopper early on. And actually, I'm not going to be able to find anybody. Either way, though, Mimi at least going to be able to avenge her fallen teammate here. And now they know at least 3 people on this side. They're going to be rotating over towards B, which is looking completely empty here. And Sophia on the lurk, looking for anybody who might be going in for a cheeky TP. Nobody really quite taking that bait yet. G2 finally rotating over. The Molly does miss, and Vanya able to TP over as well. Might be able to try and make this round work. Vanya, if she can get this kill in U-Haul, it might
Seekers and arbitrary strike for G2. Nami.
Because NASR also have to buy enough time for Safia to actually
also has ult. Oh my god, Safia.
Exactly, it's gonna be a long.
They are not checking.
Coming in as well. That might be the.
They don't know.
Away, and now Nami forced to use the ult early on, playing up close and personal. Sophia.
This is a masterclass.
Luxie there for a second.
Oh my god.
3 players go down. It is just Petra left onto site.
What is happening here?
Knows the position of all 3 players, but the problem here is that the clock is not in her favor. It's ticking.
Jesus,
down.
man. 9-1.
Now back onto an eco round. A bit of a faster taking of space here this time from G2. Already completely pushed outside of B. Nami being able to make this call to the rest of the team, likely to see a speed up towards this A site.
Look where she's playing, man.
Nami
That
so
discipline.
far back,
I love
able
that.
to get the first one before Vanya trades it out here, and now G2 finally
Okay, so
making
betray.
things look a little bit more successful here. 3 versus 3 situation, and I mean, off the back of that info, all these players charging towards them, they figured that, all right, this site is looking pretty empty, pretty juicy for the taking. They should be able to get the spike down, but they haven't cleared U-Haul, and Amy
She heard
is
that
gonna be able
player.
to find a victim, gets that first kill, still holding down this position. It's gonna be Marty to try and clear her out, push her back, does take a lot of damage from that wallbang dink, but Amy does still have her ultimate available as well, so now in this 2v3 situation, definitely a viable strat here. Safia, though, gets the first one, Neural Theft available, gotta be put into play as well. Problem is she has an outlaw, not the
I'm
easiest
impressed.
weapon to try and use here. And Marty towards CT gets shut down by Vanya. It is the 1v2 situation. Spike being stuck here. I feel like she doesn't know that. And G2, they make the Thrifty work. A pay safe card Thrifty coming through here as they finally get around.
Really short control.
Must win pistol round.
Mimi is aware
Remember,
of
this is NASR map pick.
Speed up in showers.
But G2 is...
I
They're
don't
not bad, you know?
Be a back site when there's like 2 to 3 players that they're aware of short.
Yeah, she
Oh
gets
my
away
God,
with
this is so
absolute
over.
Murder, 2 kills, and the crunch again. It's gonna be there. 3 players coming in. Sure, Vadia's paranoia does connect, but there's no way for her to really make a play off the back of it. And now look, it's just her and Mimi versus the world, a 2v5 situation, and nobody on NASR has taken any damage either so far. It's just G2 in such a bad spot. They kind of needed to win this pistol to make this comeback look easy, but instead they're gonna be the
We're gonna
ones
force
on
next
the
round.
back foot here, try to get back into this round somehow, and they just have nothing to work with. You know, you've got you got 4 players on A site, you got the Cypher and the Deadlock utility on B. Looking a bit rough.
Yeah, that's the thing. Wall expired at the very least for now.
And now they have a Deadlock and a Cypher. Oh my God, good luck, G2.
Both players actually. And Gravnet not quite able to land and provide the delay that she was looking for, but you've got the camera up for information as well. And then the cavalry will just pour it right in.
Yo, but NASR is playing so
Just waiting
good.
for time here. You know, at least Mimi able to find that first kill. So now a 2v4 situation. Look at this though. That's enough time.
Oh my.
Got the players pushing through. The smoke though, it helps.
Winnable.
Plan down, and Mimi has her back during the cover as well. 2v3. G2 suddenly making an impossible round. Suddenly look doable here. Just a sliver of HP for Mimi. Not gonna be able to find that kill. And now a 1v3 Vanya. We've seen her clutch these out before. Has to do it for G2 for their sake. And the problem is that on the opposite side, everybody looking quite healthy. Vanya, plastic only in hand, takes that first fight, able to win it.
Good
out.
trade.
A little bit sloppy there. That gets Nami enough time to be able to come back and trade. Gonna be a bit of a longer journey here for sure. And I mean, it seems like they at least want to prioritize.
If there's one thing who can come back,
anyway with the
it's G2.
instead,
Do I believe it?
tapping the faking the tap, looking for anyone pushing out.
No, my mind
and
say
like
no,
you
but
said,
my heart
hitting
say
that
yes. I
threshold
don't
line.
know.
So
It's
G2
G2.
at least 1-0 to play off of.
These girls can do
Also,
anything.
This flank slowly coming through here. You already have Nami's position, looking to take that contact, but you had their expectation from Amy. They were just lying in wait, and with that first blood coming in, they want to try and push forward onto the side here. Thrash, of course, monstrous HP. Not able to take out Toka, but she's forced to reload after trying to break it, and now Rescue being able to find not 1 but 2 kills on the site here. Looking for a little bit more. Spots a player towards CT. Having made the space now, going to be falling a little bit further back to try and play with the team, but G2, they've got the advantage in this round, at least as a
Today, we also have Team Liquid versus Loud on VCT Game Changers Brazil.
As they're looking to re-clear towards
I'm gonna do that
Alpha,
game.
I believe that is the Trailblazer that just spotted them out. Rescue alone on site inside too. Vanya going to be playing close Cubby Marty. This is a really uncomfortable position for her to actually drop back down onto site to help her team.
Oh, the timing here.
Okay, 32.
Marty gets 1 too. Suddenly it's just gonna be 2 players.
Oh
left.
my,
And
it's
is a
happening.
1v2 Mimi. We've seen it
It's actually happening.
Says
He was looking good for G2.
2 kills for the IGL and a successful retake and defuse to come through. Well, maybe she just needs a warm up, or honestly to give credit to NASR. I think this entire map, it's just been them in consistent control.
Didn't pull it, yeah. Should die, not gonna lie.
Like this, Luxie able to take her down, so that Showstopper not gonna find any value. Orbital Strike could have denied the play here
solo.
for Mimi. And oh my god, Marty with the Outlaw strikes again. A second kill found through. Just 3 players left now for G2 to try and keep their maps, their hopes alive in this. Toka invests the Seekers to try and cut off the players here. And
good save.
Caught in the open. Mimi there to cover her teammate, but still,
Toka.
2v3 situation. How much more can G2 find?
Mimi has a judge.
The spike. Fake tap coming through for Mimi.
He still gets the kill. Only Petra left. Oh my god, it's actually happening.
Up to Petra. A 1v3 to keep G2 undefeated.
The G.
And it's not happening. They finally lose their first map in this tournament. 13-4.
That's crazy. The first map that they lost.
Performance coming in from them.
An insane performance coming in from them and completely flipping the way that it went last time. We saw it go to OT. That was G2 that won, but in this rematch, NASR...
If I remember correctly, NASR draw that game.
I don't know how much information they have on this utility. It might just be a play towards B instead, where, I mean, you don't have any of the defenders here. That said, the Mimi able to get the first kill. Unfortunately, doesn't check the corner, and instead it's just going to be a 1-for-1 trade, which, I mean, G2 are happy with. They made a lot of noise. They got a lot of distractions running on the other side of the map, and off the back of that, able to capitalize and take B instead. And look at this, they've already taken Heaven control.
Yeah, the Heaven lane denied is massive, especially to set up some sort of crossfire with B main. And I don't think NASR are going to expect there to be 3 players. Then the opportunity for a potential late wrap from Petra over towards door.
There is, but here comes the paint shells to deny the defuse here. They're aware of it. The paranoia bought them time, but still, the gunfights, they have to go their way. And Vanya, 27 HP, still holding strong. The clock is still ticking. Oh my god, Amy, you can't let that one go. And Petra, you talked about the wraparound here. A 1v2 now as she gets that first one. The problem is there's not much time on the clock. The Haunt is going to recharge as well. Nami needs to get half here. It's not going to happen, though. And Petra wins out the clutch here for G2. And now, with this cave being closed out so early, the dark cover coming down as well, G2 now opt to switch gears and push into B instead, at least try to create that impression while they continue towards A. Oh, the spam not going to really find anything, but, you know, with them finally heading in here, it is going to be Safia on site to find the first damage. The TP from Vanya, though, able to get a kill in return, and now it's going to be isolated on site. Marty doing the best that she can. Unfortunately, timing not in her favor. 3v3.
I don't know if Marty spotted Vanya actually creeping up into this smoke.
Oh, the timing. I like it.
But Amy's going to get Nami regardless. Last 2 players on NASR entering in from short.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, 3-0.
I think the PCS through the previous round.
Go stop it for rescue.
Bit more methodical.
Looks
now. Petra gonna be leading the charge with
Annihilation, same from Mimi.
The showstopper from Rescue pushes it forward. Not gonna catch anybody, but here comes the deadlock ult. Annihilation again, not finding anybody. Toka with the sprays able to find that first blood. Vanya quick on the trade, of course, but still Safia
oh my god, that's so good.
2 kills for her already, and the rest of NASR, she's wanted enough time for them to come in and help possibly a 2v3 scenario. Safia alone on site. Vanya too sharp for her, though, and a triple for Vanya as well right now. The deadlock ult's actually not going to find anybody. Might be a little
has the spike,
especially with the spike being dropped in the open here. 30 seconds left. G2, it looks like they want to regroup, maybe run away, because they have Vanya's ult to pick up the spike.
Yeah, that from the shadows is going to make all the difference. This opportunity to run away, reposition, find themselves in a bit more of a comfortable spot. But it's also about the time that they'll have to even make this play, because you're looking at
let me go to red.
getting on the site, using the ultimate, being able to actually get that plant down, and
there's no time.
It is impossible. They played themselves here. The time
oh my god,
not quite fast enough.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. At least small consolation, able to find Nami.
What Amy's going to be able to accomplish on the other side of this map.
Cage triggered.
Yeah, creating a lot of noise, using a lot of utility to create the impression at least that you got multiple players there. Now though, it's going to be Amy looking to make the sound of at least going through the cage while the rest of the team goes towards B. The problem is Luxie is here, and Luxie is still somehow alive after getting that kill. Marty there for the backup as well, and a rescue up close and personal.
Yo, this is beautiful.
But NASR more than aware, more than ready for these plays from G2.
Damn, NASR is so good.
Alone, a 1v5. How can you do? Nothing at all. It's an Andalusia flaw.
That's beautiful to say.
The NASR round wins have been close, but often costly.
Caution here.
Trouble control uncontested this time around. by G2. Instead, they're going to pivot all the way over towards the C side, where Nami finds the first and Safia with a shot to find the second there as well. Now, Rescue alone. Looking for a little bit
Private
of
Trey,
here.
Marty. Which showstopper?
Just putting pressure on both sides of the map.
Looking good.
Safia has just been absolutely phenomenal today.
She's
with
insane.
the Guardian. She's been hitting some goated nutty shots. Like, you could barely see, you know, the head of Mimi there. She still gets the kill though, and now caught onto the side. Does have the cage to try and move around here, possibly fall back, but look at Rescue taking up so much space and might be able to find the surprise onto Safia as well. Nightfall to come through, cage for Safia to be able to get out
Smart.
and stay safe here. And with the sound cue being given away, you're gonna have
Unlucky.
Rescue just quietly pushing forward. Suppressed as well, gonna be forced to break the trap, but in the meantime, Vanya with a spray through the smoke finds Safia. That's the first kill. Showstopper
Almost got
gets
two.
it.
What? Got zero
I
there.
don't know how that
How?
gets the kill there, but in the end, Marty does it with her rifle. Vanya,
Yo, that makes no sense.
onto site, just being able to get kill
That's my
after
race,
kill
man.
after kill, and with that triple,
Oh my god.
G2, a 6th round on the board.
They end up hitting the door to get that read here as well for the B side, and then
Deadlock and Cypher here. Oh my god. Good luck.
And NASR, I think they pretty much have a good idea about the fact that this execute is coming to A. The problem is, how are they going to stop it? You've got 2 players on the side. Probably the 2 players you want to have with the Sentinels being in play here. But now the Prowler actually going to catch out Luxie's position. But the force the TP over. Rescue gets the first kill. Luxie goes down. And now is again a 4v5. Look at this, though. The flank is kicked in. Unfortunately, Marty going to be caught there. Rescue, aware as always, going to be denying that value from coming in. And now you're going to see a Hans coming through on that B side instead as they look to go forward. Petra actually having already taken up the space to be able to get that plant down. The problem is Safia. She gets the kill there, and now the annihilation coming in.
That's pretty good.
Actually gonna catch a player. You can't really do anything there. Safia caught, and Toka trying to save her buddy. I don't know if it's gonna be possible. Mimi finding another kill. Now a 3v2 situation as Vanya finds another kill. Numbers still in favor of G2, but the neural depth, it's going to reveal their positions, and they have to go forward to be able to find that fight. Again, though, the utility from Mimi has just been so good in this round, buying so much delay, and she's good for the kill as well. Toka, a 1v3.
Night and day difference between map number 1 and this.
Rifle, because it seems like G2 are just not leaving any openings here, and yet Toka.
Yeah, gotta save Toka. Mine is bad.
You know what? I just don't have the time to deal with this. I'm going to try and wait for some exits. You know, just be sure I hold on to this rifle, because I can't really afford to lose it with the team's money being what it is. And never mind.
That's unlucky.
Ooh, Safia caught with holding the angle. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get the kill. So, yeah, with that Cypher going down, suddenly the site looking much more vulnerable here. You still do have the deadlock utility to try and work off of. And Luxie, actually off the back of the stun, able to find that first kill. Problem is, again, you've got this flank coming in, and Marty with the second one to come through as well. Here come the pain shells, the paranoia to counter, and Toka actually going to be able to find the kill. The crunch play working out perfectly, and Vanya caught between a rock and a hard place, just not able to do much. It is just Mimi now, a 1v3 to work out. The problem is that 2 of these players are looking quite incredibly low. She can't even rotate here because the spike is dropped, so it's just gonna have to be her being able to find these kills. It's like a crossfire that they have set up here. And Mimi, I mean, she has 30 seconds to work with, but it's not too much time. Goes through the smoke, and Nami, rifle retrieved.
Actually looking to clear back into B main for a crunch on the Mound player.
It's just Petra, and Petra, I mean, really doesn't want to deal with this right now. The paranoia, it could come through here, but it might be a little bit too late. It's all going to be on Safia to try and hold on to deny the space for G2, but Vanya takes care of her. So now G2, they flip the map here. They've taken CT control, and now Mimi with the annihilation, actually going to be able to catch Marty as well. Her teammates will break her out in time, I feel like, but the counter annihilation, it's going to actually catch a player here. 1-for-1 trade, 2 players left alive for this side, and Nami actually coming in huge. A 1v2 right now. It's all up to Toka. She has to be able to find the kills, isolate the fights here, and Vanya holding the upper angle.
Vanya with 4. She's so good, man.
For her, we've talked about Vanya before. Well, at least they've cleared up B main, so they know there's no one crunching in.
Now it's our time to have a deadlock and Cypher on the same side.
The problem is there's just so much utility to deal with. It's not gonna stop Marty though. She just charges forward, gets the kill onto Amy here, and knows exactly where the second player is as well. The problem is that's an isolated fight. Thankfully, Safia gonna be able to step.
I don't think that's good, man. Honestly.
As that plant goes down, now Rescue looking to take some space here, but Nami, the classic in hand, good enough for the kill. And now the numbers firmly in favor of NASR. The problem is one of their players is looking quite low. It's not not gonna matter against Sophia.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that.
It does seem like NASR, they still want to push the issue. They break open the B door as well, so possible pivot into B available. Petra gets a little bit of damage done, but again, off the back of the paranoia, it's gonna be them stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Painchill's actually gonna be doing some damage. Vanya running into Sophia's arms, but still ready for the fight, able to win it out.
She's so good, man. It's unbelievable.
Crazy that she gets detained and then like able to get a fight right after. What the heck?
So well done by Rescue. Only has 16 health though. Inside of Treat does have a boombot to work with. I love this play where they're pushing up towards stairs here on side of NASR.
Spike down A.
Seems like G2
okay.
Though, and Marty and Nami, they're
has
to kind of bounce back, bring things back in numbers favor. And oh, okay, yeah, Vanya gets the first kill. Sure, the annihilation misses, but now Marty 40
low HP.
run away, spike in hand, just
11 to 5. No money for NASR.
Though the lack of information gonna make that extremely unlikely.
There we go, though. The kills coming in. Rescue already. 2 on the round so far. Toka finally getting a trade onto Mimi, but still 2v3 scenario. Numbers in favor of G2 here. Marty. Rescue able to find the kill into Toka. And now it is just going to be Nami looking to do what she can. Gets the first
Oh
kill.
my. Oh my.
Vanya in position to find that final kill, denying the
22 kills for her. What a legend.
And Vanya with the defuse will be able to get G2 to match point to A here. Spike headed to A as well. And there is Amy looking to play on site. So if they can find this kill onto Amy, it might be
where miss from Amy.
Yeah, actually gonna be able to do exactly that.
That's not the guy I know.
Proving that A side is empty here. And now Luxie
Rescue has showstopper.
Be able to get that plant down here. 4v5 is what we're looking at.
Yeah, that information, that pick, everything that they needed to find this opportunity that you're talking about. And then you've also got this deadly setup for the drop down on site. Great null command to deny the showstopper from Rescue as well.
Yeah, beautifully played, and I mean, it's not gonna matter. Rescue still, though, even if she doesn't have the showstopper, she is like a rocket herself.
She doesn't need that.
Face of her enemies as she gets 2 kills already. 2v4 situation, and they have to go in for a peek now. Spot that no one's defusing, but now they know where one player is. Here comes the paint shells. Might be enough to do damage on Toka. Without the flash, Rescue gonna be able to get half of it, and Mimi gets both of those kills.
GG.
13 to 5. We are going the distance here to Sunset as they take map number 2. Revenge. You know, NASR might have dominated map number 1, but map 2. It was all G2.
It was all G2. Barrier still available here for Luxie as well.
Ooh, nice stun. The counter stun there from Rescue, though. It's a stun after stun being tossed.
Ice on Rescue, man. She's so good here with Danielle.
First kill in the second as well. Absolutely.
What? You paid your teammate so hard? She was there the entire time?
A little bit more damage.
There's no way, right?
It spots out a couple of players, but unfortunately for Marty, Vanya just on her toes to be able to find that kill. Shockdart now looking to find at least a little bit of damage, enabling Sophia to get that first kill. Still, though, it is a 2v3 situation, and it's a question of how much more NASR can really find here. Vanya just looking a little bit too sharp there. 1-for-1 trade, though, as Sophia is able to find that second kill, and now both players from G2 towards main. 10 HP on Sophia, taps the spike, waits for a possible peek to come through, and again, it's just picture perfect plays coming through.
Not giving any chance.
Sophia off the spike. They're not really leaving themselves vulnerable in these 1v1s, and you can already see.
Play with her. Play with her.
A muscle here. It might just be Sophia available to try and find the defuse, but
yo, Mim has everything.
Left. She has to be able to stick it out, and nobody's peeking at all from the G2 side. It's just paranoia at this point to be able to win out the round here. And I don't even know if Mimi's still here. It seems like she might have disconnected, but
what is happening?
It worked out, man. It worked out.
Sorry. This is where we're gonna see how the round continues to go. Rescue on a solo mission already through top mid.
Just walks in, takes that space for free, and unfortunately Luxie is going to be the one paying the price. Now Sophia spotted as well, surrounded on multiple fronts by enemies here, including through market. The paranoia coming through as well. Gotta just trap her between a rock and a hard place. No way she can get out, and Rescue able to find another kill, another victim on her push through mid. Now a 3v5 situation. Sure, you've got the rifles in the hands of these NASR players, but G2 has a couple of them, their own as well, and now Mimi finding another kill. This might be
that's okay.
Call it. Sure, Toka finds the trade here, but in a 2v4 with the clock already halfway ticked through, it's going to be almost impossible to retake here, especially in
only lose one on the bonus.
Like that, it's Toka against the the world right now. The stun coming through as well. All the utility, all the headshots, everything at the kitchen sink. Toka just looking to find
That was a good shot.
Can. Takes down her doppelganger, but that's gonna be it.
There is obviously the possibility that Rescue could technically sneak over towards the left side. And the eyes drawn away now. The timing perfect.
Oh, big gap here. Big gap.
By that one owl drone that comes
Timing is everything.
Oh, you're talking about timing here, and Amy has the read, able to get the kill onto Sophia here. Now Sova Drone invested Hunter Sphere in an attempt to try and find a kill. Rescue actually gonna be caught out by it, and Luxie and Marty, meanwhile, we saw them take that early space on site, and now it's gonna be paying off here as they're able to just find the damage as G2 converge on the site. So it's gonna be a 4v3 situation. Numbers still in favor of NASR here on the defensive side, and you got a flank coming in as well from Nami. The remainder of G2, sure, they might be able to take the site here, maybe even get a spike down, but they're going to be surrounded on every side by enemies here. Another showstopper that goes for a little bit of a miss, trying to deny the spike plant from Petra. Luxie just charges forward, finds double kill, and now Amy, 30 HP at a dream. Not going to really come to fruition as 4K for Luxie. I mean, Marty, though, she has an isolated fight. It's all going to come down to timing here. And oh, all right. It looked like for a second that Marty might be able to find the right click, but Amy, aware as always, gets that kill, and that's going to be the cue for G2 to rotate over.
I mean, as this just coined lurk player in Amy, right, where she's playing a lot of rat positions herself, she's never not going to clear out every single possible angle because she's played there herself quite often as well.
Ooh, interesting out there. It's gonna deny the plant at least for G2. Again, the timer, it's really ticking down far and wide here. 13 seconds left. They have to be able to get it down. The problem is there are players on every side. Amy, though, gotta be that teammate you exactly want to be able to cover your teammate as they get that spike down. 1-for-1 trade again, and it's all down to Sophia.
1v1.
Sheriff, though, she pulls off the Thrifty almost. Just now a 1v1 left. 30 HP and a dream. I mean, no guns, unfortunately, towards the backside. Just a Sheriff in hand, and this reposition from Amy. I mean, Cypher versus Cypher. Amy has had a hell of a round so far, and this time around is going to be able to close it out as well. Another triple for her, and G2, they get to 6.
With the jump than she expected to actually be able to try and get the gun that was there, but Rescue speeding things up, fast tempo into market.
Oh, able to get the first kill as well. Luxie, and off the back of the stun, a second kill to come through. The entries are beautiful, but Toka towards mid actually able to counter back here. Now Sophia doing her job of being able to just play down, hunker, and anchor down the site here. Problem is she's
come on, NASR. Let's win this round now. 1-7-1, please. I can't take it anymore.
But G2, they're slowly but surely falling back. Toka coming in as well. And now they're surrounded on all sides. A 2v3 situation. Mimi able to at least get the trade here. But now a 1v2 for her to clutch out. The nice thing is she has everything she needs. She's got 2 flashes. She's got the rolling thunder. She has an empty A site.
This is good for her.
A clutchable situation if she plays her cards right.
Yeah, fault line up and available here as well. Not sure where both other players are located, expecting maybe Toka to have been towards top mid, and NASR playing this right, ensuring that they're sticking together. Bit of information garnered with the camera. And then you've also got the dart coming through as well, leaving either deep
or she gets the kill here
to be the spot
rounds one.
that Mimi's playing.
Oh,
good trade, man.
Nice
good trade.
Out of NASR. It was so close. Mimi almost able to get the clutch there, but Toka with 30 HP gonna be the hero for this round here for NASR. Got 3 players as well looking to take the space, and Vanya is gonna be the one on watch guard duty. Actually gonna spot out a player and immediately falls back, knowing that all right, smokes are important. You really don't want to be the first one to go down.
Oh, the timing here.
I think they realize that this is a mid push coming through, and Luxie actually finds the timing. 2-for-1 trade, and that's perfectly done by NASR here. Sophia as well, having fallen back, just gonna be watching, playing for the information with the one-way, actually able to do a decent amount of chip damage, and now here comes the Hunter's Fury as well. Unfortunately, Petra gets the kill, and the remainder of the squad, they push forward and they take care of Sophia as well, so no more Cypher utility available for the retake. 2v2.
Petra still has drone.
NASR have more tools in their belt to work with. Recon up, paranoia available.
I think they're aware of it. Vanya looking to get ahead of this utility. I don't think she's aware that the player might have pushed through, but I don't think the comp came through. Nami unaware of this player in CT.
Well, it's such a fast thinking by Vanya.
Such a crucial kill to come through. The Sova Drone as well might have been timing here by Toka, trying to get half the stick here. Is able to just confirm it, but or at least almost confirm.
Equal now for NASR.
Ooh. But That's a huge opening kill though. Marty caught in the open, and that's also gonna give the opportunity for the Neural Theft to come through here. That's gonna reveal Toka's position. She might be able to actually get away, but not exactly. The stun from Rescue, perfect. Gonna be catching her as that second opening kill, and now Rescue. We talked about what happens when she's feeling it, and she's feeling all the confidence in the world after getting those 2 picks, as they look to take even.
Who will stop G2, my friend?
They don't really want to
NASR did the first step.
Open for a post plant here.
On a map.
I mean, it is a 3v5. I don't know if they really
that's not enough.
push forward. They're gonna have to be very careful about the angles, and they better check their corners, because Rescue is just looking for an ace right now. 4 kills in the round already.
Ooh, she stole it. No, bad girl Petra.
We're on to go to G2, 9-2. I also like this play. They look like they want to push towards this B side through CT here, and Marty actually gonna be able to find that first kill, but the paranoia, it sets up Vanya and Amy for the double kill here. The problem is Luxie is still alive, still looking for the frags, and she finds 2.
Eyes and
a
mask.
sliver of HP and no utility to work with, but that's gonna be enough damage to be able to get that spike down. With Safia going down though, there is room for this flank, and we were talking about the high gear and how fast it can be, and Rescue.
Oh, if she gets that kill, things will be good for Petra.
2 of these players just a bullet away from their demise. Petra with 1 shock dart could possibly find
this can be huge.
so much
Gotta
value
use it.
here. Everybody towards main. Here comes the first shock dart. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to find a kill. It actually doesn't connect, and now Petra forced to take the gunfights here. A high-low setup to start off with. Gets the first kill.
The read was perfect. That was close.
From Luxie, despite her being 26 HP, is enough to do the damage.
There's hope here for NASR.
I mean, if somehow NASR convert this bonus round, it's gonna be doing wonders for that flow. 5-9. I mean, this is such a crucial swing round here if you can get it through. Amy though playing anchor on side already, able to shut down Marty, and again this utility barrage is just being able to isolate these fights for the G2 players on site between Vanya and the rest of the squad. They're able to find the kills here, but Amy is gonna be the first player to get taken down, so that is gonna buy enough space on site for a possible plan to come down at the very least for NASR. Toka gonna be able to get it down, and the double push comes through towards
Rusk.
being done to Mimi there, but still fairly decent amount of HP. The problem here is the flank and Rescue. She comes in sliding to the rescue here. 3 kills for her on the round, and G2 they get a defuse fairly easily. So good in that post plan, but can also make it very difficult for that entry to come in. And I mean, talking about entries here, Rescue is absolutely not holding back. They able to get that first kill. Credit to NASR, they're able to immediately find that refrag there, but with Marty being taken down, suddenly it becomes much more difficult for you to really just explode and take that space onto site here. Again, that Sova drone not gonna really check the corner here, so Petra might be able to hold on to this position, especially with the bait being there from her teammate. Here comes the annihilation though. It's actually not gonna be invested in the corner, and Petra now actually giving away her position. 3 players looking to fall in here, and the flash is perfect. Both players caught, and now it's a shock dart to try and do even more damage.
Petra
Of this team, and between them, they are able to just completely
good, man.
demolish the attack.
Nami 1v3.
Nami now a 1v3. All 3 players gathered around here. Spike in their sight. She has to be able to find at least 1 kill, but so far at least Petra and Mimi together.
What a round.
Dream team. Mimi's the bait, Petra's the killer, and with 4 kills, G2 they get to 11. For sure. And Rescue, again, we've seen how aggressive she's been this entire half. Now continuing to do exactly that. Gets the first, almost gets the spray toucher, but this time around, Safia will be there to find revenge for her fallen comrade. And unfortunate thing is, despite that information coming through from the Neural Theft, it was Nami that was that first casualty. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for NASR to really find that space and take control of the site, especially with no smokes available. Safia pushes a little bit far, ahead too far there, and Mimi there for the punish right now. Bonnie also being able to fake that TP, maybe consider pushing her teammates towards the opposite side here. For NASR, they've still got the Hunter's Fury, they've still got the Showstopper, 2 huge ults to try and make up the numbers gap here, and that's going to be the call as they go onto side. But look at G2, they're playing complete retake. They want nothing to do with any of this.
No, they're just going to completely turtle away, not give any opportunity to that. You've got the Hunter's Fury here as well, tagging up Luxie, I believe, once there, and her managing to dodge the remaining shots from it. And now securing that plant here as well. Hunter's Fury in response from Toka just to deny a lane early on. Just buy a little bit more time here for NASR in the post plant.
But like that was a little bit too early used, especially without the info. Didn't really get any tags either. It's gonna make things very difficult. The paranoia hitting both the drone as well as the player here. Luxie though going off the back of the trip.
Luxie,
Fight
both
kills here. Now though, it is just gonna be Mimi. We've seen her in these situations before, but yeah, the clock, it might have ticked a little bit too far here. It was 3 ultimates that were used by NASR, and off the back of that, they're able to convert the round.
They'll be found on some sort of half buy soon.
Again, Vani,
I've seen that before.
aggressive. Again,
I was around something.
You're geared out of there with the help of that TP. Amy and Vania now.
They never check. They never check. They never check.
Vania, the trigger discipline, able to get that first kill, and with the spray down from Amy,
could have been worse.
It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. Now towards backside, how much more can she really find is gonna be the question. Nami gets the first. Vania again goes 1-for-1, and it is gonna be a 2v2 situation. Here comes the overdrive rescue, looking to charge forward here. One of the players is just looking.
Oh my god, I jinxed it.
The double peek is good, and NASR, they bring themselves into a 2v1 situation. One kill from Mimi could mean that the breach ult is available.
She's gonna drop this pipe. Oh, Luxie, that was a nice shot.
And it doesn't matter, she still hits the headshot.
Is a pivotal round for G2 to try and close.
What a shot, Rusk. She's so good, man.
With the first pick on Marty, setting the tone.
Mimi with Rolling Thunder.
They have the ultimate.
G2, gotta win now.
Because otherwise they're gonna be trapped in that rough economic cycle.
Mine is not good.
Sure they can really afford a full buy together, and they've got the Rolling Thunder as well as that neural depth. No opportunity to use it. Luxie looking to take that fight towards G2 on mid. They know that there's a couple of players here, and Rescue sliding forward off the back of the stun, actually able to get both of these players here. Huge impact.
She's so good, man.
She wants this. You can
She's
feel
so good.
the hunger, the kills.
She wants that kill.
Coming through, and
oh no!
finally she's gonna go down here, but now it's the beginning of the end as you see the Rolling Thunder coming.
GG, my friends.
Up to one player.
Got close.
She's been incredible before, but barely a sliver of HP left to win out a 1v4, and they know exactly where she is. Putting the final nail in the coffin here. 13-8 G2. They are your first grand finalists. They are gonna be heading to Istanbul for that grand final next week.
And they've got to be so stoked about it. I love how in this round it was really just Rescue to the rescue, thinking, okay, you know what? I'm kind of tired of this.